Salute, y'all. We're back. This is part two to episode 116. We're back. Let me go see. Did the YouTube start? Uh,
What's up?
yeah.
Yo, I can't believe we did 2 hours already.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we blasted through 2 hours. I can't believe it. I was like, damn.
Dad, I should have told everybody to pop over here. I guess they'll catch on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let me see.
And Jay just came too, man.
What he had just popped in?
He just popped in. I was talking when you were gone. I was talking to him because he was in the chat. So I told you, it's a setup, man. It's a setup.
He said
ask him nothing because I was talking about the he came on the moment we were talking about so we're showing the ESPC video. And the ESP video shows the guy posting. So we're trying to figure out why did they take it out? What's the reason they would take it out? It doesn't make any. I'm trying to. Nobody's even saying nobody's really saying what's the reasoning. Is it because the community didn't want it? Really? I don't know. But no one's really saying the reason. Like why? Why would they take that out?
They're gonna say it's desync. It messes with the desync. That's their excuse for everything.
What I'm wondering too is so when they had to reduce the amount of fixes in the game, like when you look in the back end, there's a little dial that they could go up or down. So whatever that setting is, I'm wondering if the setting is too low, you can't really. There's no point of posting anymore. Because the gloves might go through. I don't know. Maybe the gloves might go through each other. I don't know. But here's the thing. But here's the thing now. CSI had all these. I watched all these developer blogs, the vlogs that Steel City had. They're telling you everything, but how come they never said, okay, what we're pulling this out, we're pulling this out, we're pulling down? What's the reason?
Yeah. Give me a second. My mother calling me.
What?
That sounds weird. Yeah, that sounds weird, me saying that out loud on what's called, but whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Tell Jay to stick around.
Yeah, stick around, Jay.
But Jay, what would be a reason why would they remove something like that from the game? Why would they remove the post? Like, why would they remove posting? Or leaving out your job? What's the reason they would take it out? Like by leaving something like that in a game, what can it lead to? Some kind of, it can lead to an exploit. Is it something that could be exploited? Because the thing is, if Claymore and Cut's putting it in his game, it has to work. So I don't know. While we're waiting for Poe, let me see if I can pull something up here. Here's an interesting post. Let's see.
All right,
I'm gonna show. You're back. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. Here's the prediction I made. Let's see.
He said, "Hold up, what's up, Lamont?" He said, "I'll send you the actual footage post so you can have it. It's from 2021, so I have to go back a bit." But what he showing me?
Oh, well, I think Lamont saying I think Will had it out because it was causing mechanic issues and they couldn't figure out how to fix it, so they removed it. So this goes back to the
We
posting,
was
like
talking
how it.
about that yesterday. About them removing stuff and say they couldn't fix it. That's garbage because EA used to do it every time. When something didn't work, they fix it within a couple of days or a week. Still
But,
City
but, but,
didn't intend
but,
on fixing
but
it.
how can that? But how can that mechanic break? That's what I'm trying to. What would be an example of it breaking the game? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
When they say the
Unless it can't do nothing, unless it's phasing through the hand. I don't know.
yeah, I can't see it. It's like they trying to hold back certain things so they can add it to something else. You giving them too much. Ash already basically said that. He said that you're giving too much in one game. They were saying he was adding too much in one game, and I'm like, yo, who tells their boss something like that?
Yo, is Jay still there?
I don't know, but he sent. Let me see. Did he send it to me in my 2021? So he's saying that mechanic was in 2021. That's what he's talking to, referring to, or something else.
Well, he said he has an earlier video from 2021 that has that shows it off more, I guess.
Oh.
Unless the video also shows what's wrong with it. But so what happened to the whole 5K thing?
He did? Let me see.
Well, I don't know.
Jay, he want to ask you about the 5K situation. Because I want to know if you was just pulling my leg, man, or just joking, man. Let me know,
I'm telling you, man. If this is the case, there's levels to this game. Jay's not 4K, and he's not into 4K. He went to 5K already, man.
So that means JX is making a nice grip, because he's a community manager. Yeah, because when they keep saying this, these mechanical errors and stuff, even I was asking, it's like no, companies usually fix stuff within a week. Oh, here's a good example. What's up, Alabama country boy? He was in there. Remember when we used to complain about something or something didn't work? EA fixed it within a week, or a couple of days or a week. They fix certain things. Some things they just like, we're gonna leave it the way it is. But they fix certain things. And people gonna say, hey, they're a bigger team. EA didn't really have each game had their own team. They didn't have no 500, even though it says with Fight Night Champion how many developers say 500, but they do like Steel City does. They got 70 people on the staff, and 70 people are not developers. Give me a second. Yes. Yes. Yeah,
So while Paul's gone, let me see if I can pull this up.
Really lost left foot baggage. She was popping junk about. All right. Oh, I didn't even see that. All right. Give me a second, y'all.
Yeah. So here in the meantime, I saw this in Reddit today. This guy Ride he posts, I just got this game and I'm so bad for some reason, even though I played a ton of sports fighting games. I'm 3-20 for a total rounds box at intermediate AI. And this is intermediate AI, so he's playing this game offline. He shows a little stat here: 59 hours played. He has won 3 rounds out of a total 23. He goes on to say, I believe I've done 6 fights. I'm 2-4 in those 6 fights. Even playing with the stamina multiplier on 0.5, I'm still gassed by the 5th or the 6th. I'm only been able to get 2 KOs by playing on 0.5 stamina and 2.0 damage, even though those came late in the rounds, round 6, I believe. But he's saying, I just got this game. I'm so bad. So when I was reading this, I think I responded to him. I said, where is it here? My comment to this guy: you won 3 rounds out of 23. That indicates that you're not boxing to win the round. It sounds like you're trying to always run over your opponent with a power punch in order to score the KO. If you're only throwing power punches and also missing them, you'll be gassed by the 4th round onwards. That's my guess. The way he's talking, I don't know, because he's talking about the KOs and everything, right? But somebody here, this guy here, Challenge Fit 4363. He actually before I even go there, I said stop trying to force the game to behave like EA UFC, because I figured that's what he's trying to do, or that's what he expects the game to play. But this guy responded to me. He said, "Hey, you mean behaves like a sports game? You mean behave like a sports game that works properly?" In response, I tell this guy, a sports game that works properly is one factor, but don't forget the other factor is the person controlling the game. Challenge Fit goes back and he tells me every player in the game has the same issues. What does that say about the game? I think in response, I say, yo, if we are talking about the issues not being able to win rounds, that's what this guy's posting. It would be very incorrect of you to say or to state that every player in the game has the same issues, because that's not the case. The fact is that the OP just got the game. He showed he only played the game 29 hours at that point, 59 hours. So at that point too, I wasn't even paying attention. I said he probably has less than 100 hours. There's players out there that have over 1,000 hours, so they'll have a better understanding of the game. So sometimes you can't just say the game. Although I say the game's garbage too, right? But it comes down to how many hours did you put. This guy put 59 hours in the game, and he's wondering why he sucks.
Yeah. It's some people, they gonna make the worst thing more than what it is. I've seen people play horrible
crybaby shit, man.
Yeah. I've seen people have horrible games and they still defend it. My thing is, look how many people still play Minecraft. I'm like, yo, Minecraft really still have a fan base like that? It has a massive fan base.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, Minecraft, the evolution of Minecraft is Fortnite.
Yeah.
So and the thing is, and the biggest thing about Minecraft, it was a game that was marketed to children.
Yeah.
It was really a game. It was really like, it's almost, if you could think about it, it was the way that people, it's like we finally figured a way to do digital Lego.
Yeah. Let me see. Oren said nobody good at this game is losing to the AI or intermediate. Some people.
Yeah, that's another thing too. He's not even playing the friggin'. He wasn't even playing online yet. It's intermediate AI to computer. It's like nothing, man.
Yeah. Some people are just not talented on Pacific games. Pacific.
Yeah, but 59 hours, man. But I think the big takeaway from it is he's saying that he's only won X amount of rounds. So you have to think about, how are you trying to play the game?
Yeah, that's it. How are you playing?
Are you trying to play as a boxing game and you're trying to win rounds, or are you thinking of it more like you're trying to win rounds in UFC as well, but it's just not just a different gameplay, it's a different strategy, it's a different mindset, everything.
Yeah. Nobody good at this game is losing to the AI. Was one version that Beast was talking about, but my thing is realism. The way you want it, to be a hard mode. It shouldn't be about the computer being undefeated. You can't beat it at all costs. It's doing everything. It's just to be more strategic. But Steel City don't think that way.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. That the hardest level on Undisputed is undisputed difficulty level. It's not fun at all, man. It's like the CPU is just like a Terminator. It's really something out of a Terminator movie. It's just coming at you. It's coming at you, and at the intermission, it's getting all its health back. It's getting all its stamina back. It's basically Wiimote. It's like you're playing Wiimote but offline mode. The CPU has Wiimote and it's using it. You know what I mean? Like it shows that no thought went into the AI.
It didn't.
As you would always, you know what I mean? There's no thought. I rather play it on the second hardest difficulty because at the end of the day, I don't want to be playing figuring out, how do I chip away at the computer? How do I exploit the computer to win?
Yeah. And that shows
you could barely KO the fucking computer on that level too. It's so friggin' it's just friggin' pointless.
Yeah, but that shows how they implemented each fighter in the game. If you got to play on hardcore mode and they're fighting outside of their style, and you making it hard, like they like being Terminated. So somebody like Chavez, or no, that's a wrong example. Somebody like, let me see, Sugar Ray Leonard, like he just coming straight ahead, just keep doing, that's like fighting like Tyson. That's crazy. Let me see. Lamont said, I think some of the OG creators, I'm looking at it now, and it was 2022, by the way. What do you mean by that?
About the posting clip we were showing? Like how did you call it? You call it poster, you call it what's the other thing, how you refer to it? With the jab?
Yeah. Yeah, like
leaving your jab?
Yeah, leaving your jab out. It's B-roll. They sent all the OGs. That's what Jay said. It's B-roll. They sent all the OG curators. I'm looking at it now. It was 2022. Oh, that was Jay that said. I misread that. Oren said, yeah, the hardest difficulty is just input reading. Everything you do. Yeah, that's crazy. They didn't put no thought into the career mode. And my thing is, if they listen to Poe, they will have a better career mode, better options and stuff. I know a lot of people
So,
like, oh, Paul, you just want them to listen to you. No, I got a lot of ideas.
so let me ask you this. If it's still okay, so me, I feel it's still reasonable gameplay in the second hardest level, just to so you could still kind of box around, have fun, and get a knockdown or two, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if the undisputed is just really, as I said, it's just like Wiimote. It's like this thing's unlimited. It's getting unlimited every time. How do you fix that? Like how do you increase like what is so really is this? How do you really increase the level of difficulty from rookie? After rookie is like what's the card? It's always rookie.
Yeah.
Or is it amateur? It's amateur, intermediate,
but you know what's the funniest thing about that?
professional, and then undisputed. Like how do you really like what is it you're really supposed to do from each stage? What is
and that's a great question you asked. And you know what's a good answer to that? They got AI now that you could calibrate the numbers with that. So I know a lot of people hate that word, but at some point you need AI for certain things, and what they have to do is go behind the AI and see does it line up with what they're talking about.
Yeah, but when we say AI, we're talking about, let's just say this
you
is
ask the AI. I know what you're about to say, but just what you asked the AI. What is the distinction between each mode that you wanted? How did you implement that? And the AI will give you the variables, the script, and everything for that. Say, all right, well, the boxer has to do this. You got to punch this many times. Or for a strategy, he might be a tad bit faster, not over the top. Things like that. Because when I was an amateur boxer and I was sparring with pros that would like been in the game for a while, like boxing for a while, there was always a more sharpness than I was. And by me working with them, then I became sharp. So you could tell the difference. Even when I spar certain people, I'd be like, oh, he's green. I didn't know he was green. Why y'all let him spar me? I'm up here trying to take a joker head off, and he just started probably for a month. So that's that's what they should have. Like the AI can help you distinct between. I'm gonna see if I could get something like that.
So let me ask you. Okay, if we talk about so let's use Gotti for example. Gotti as the boxer, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, we're using the AI to create the profile, the fighting profile of the boxer. We'll say
exactly. Great. That's a great way to put it.
Okay. And the AI spell. Okay, this is the profile. Therefore, this is how he moves. This is signature. Everything. This is what he does in certain situational moments, and so on, right? But the thing is, what I don't understand is how do you increase the level? Like we're thinking as a level of difficulty. How do you once you figure out the profile of Gotti, for example, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot his first name, man.
Arturo
Gotti.
Yeah.
Once you figure out his profile, how do you increase how does it increase? You know what I mean?
You increase certain things that he has that's on him that's good. Like say he's like a 78 in one area, you increase that by 3 or 2.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So that'll make it more. But then you like, Dad, how about the guys that has a 90 or like a 98, 97? You increase it up because that's gonna be the challenge.
Right. Then he has to get 100 at some point because that's
So that's how they could do that, and they gotta like kind of visually make sense.
When I think about the way Undisputed treats the difficulty level, it really comes down to at the end of the round how much recovery you're gonna get. That's all it is, I think. How much you're gonna recover in your health, how much you're gonna recover in your stamina, and that's it. That's the level of difficulty. So once you put it on an undisputed level, every round the computer is gonna get back the full amount. So that's why as the fight goes on, the computer, like you could be in the 7th round, the computer's stamina is like a 90 still.
Yeah. Let me answer this question right fast. Jay said Sports sims fail at optimizing the AI offline. Usually, the hardest difficulty is the AI knowing everything, but that's them being lazy. AI offline can actually be optimized to fight realistic. It's them being over the top with what they're doing. It's not, their thing is like everything got to be extreme. Hard got to be extreme. It doesn't. All you do is add like 2 or 3 more points onto it. You don't add like 5 or 6 more points onto the boxer, or
But
you make it be 100 all the way across.
but Jay, we have to be more specific. If you're saying sports sims failed optimizing the AI offline, we have to. It's undisputed. Undisputed failed at that because, as I
Yeah,
was saying before, with
yeah,
undisputed, all the AI difficulty is. And correct me if I'm wrong. It to me looks like at the end of the round, how much stamina and how much percent of stamina and health am I going to get? That's all it is. That's
yeah,
why I feel that that's the difficulty of the game. It feels like.
yeah. It don't look
So
realistic to
so
me.
so so the thing is, if the other fighter you're going in the 6th round and he's still in his 90s for health and stamina, obviously he's going to be faster than you because we're not going to get the game is not giving us back as much of health and stamina. It's not rewarding us.
Yeah,
So that's what so the thing is, we come back to this sports sims failed optimizing undisputed boxing failed at they failed optimizing, or even just the concept of level of difficulty doesn't make any sense.
facts. Let me see what's going to say. Um, Country Boy said, I stopped playing Undisputed. All the heavyweights move like welterweights and have the defensive awareness of Willie Pep, Floyd Mayweather, or Chris Bird. They launched 3 to 5 punch combinations at will. I hit jokers with 10 straight counters, left hooks with my boy, the Duke. I can't even get a flash knockdown on the
Yeah,
weakest boxer. The team
that's
is
and that's an
familiar with
undisputed
fight.
level. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no point of playing on that level. It's not it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's
What
not fun knowing that I know how to beat the computer on that level, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not having a good time doing that.
And that's the craziest part because everything goes through the offline. I know a lot of people ain't hearing that. The offline is your base for any game. And even because when everything fails, offline supposed to still be there. So the offline should also have just as much attention as the online. Even though online they feel it's their money, which I think is the stupidest thing in the world because if you pay for them characters online, you still gonna pay for them offline. Let me see. If a game has online, I doubt offline is being focused on. Games like Madden, 2K just recycle the same AI every year. I mean AI year to year. The same thing with Undisputed. I don't hear anybody talk bad about 2K, like the basketball. I don't hear. It's just like some people, their thing is about the microtransactions. But as far as the gameplay and all that, nobody's like really saying anything bad about it. They say they like the way it plays. It plays semi realistic. They
I
say,
wonder what I wonder.
go ahead.
I wonder what the community thinks. Which has better AI, Champions or Undisputed?
Mm,
Well, the sliders decent
I can't,
champion, right?
yeah,
That
I
you can
can't.
play around with.
Yeah, I can't answer that. But I seen one of my friends playing champion the other day, and I was like, all right, AI look kind of decent. It felt like it was down, and it was like started attacking them. Um, PLO 617 said Gran Turismo 7 has amazing AI called Sophie. Yeah, it's a lot of AI tech out there. That's why I be saying it, and a lot of people they frown on it, but certain things need AI. You know, And a lot of people don't notice AI been out longer than what people think. They really think, especially when it comes to art. If you're an artist, you should know that AI literally was out decades ago. Decades ago. Because when I was in school, we had the technology to do certain things. They just refined it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just we gotta come together as a community. I'm gonna always give a speech every day. We gotta come together as a community and we gotta push up on Steel City. Say, hey, give us a survey at least. Jay, man, say it, man. Say it. You got a voice, man. Tell them, hey, what y'all think about post survey or make your own survey or something like that. I'm trying to give Steel City the benefit of the doubt first, because other developers from LinkedIn they want this survey, and I said I'm not giving it to nobody until it get at least 300 views. 300 people sign it, because by getting those numbers to say, hey, it's a lot of people. To them, 300 is a lot.
Yo, when I think about AI and this whole thing about recycling the AI year after year, if we look at 2K basketball, to me, their AI is reactive. If you keep on trying to abuse the same play over, it'll eventually make the adjustment. Yeah. You see that, but the only bad thing about it is like when we play these sports, those are 5-on-5, 6-on-6 kind of sports, right?
Yeah.
But or thing kind of thing. But to say the same thing with Undisputed, I don't think Undisputed has AI that adapts to how a guy is fighting in this game.
No.
I don't think, like, I played it. I played the game over 1,000 hours. I don't think it doesn't feel to me the computer knows how to. If I'm doing something, it doesn't. I don't see it really adapting to it or nothing. I don't think there's no, like, even like, I don't know what you said. There ain't no AI in this game, right?
No.
What about Champion? Champion doesn't even. To tell you the truth, I haven't played Champion. What Champion doesn't do that either. Champion doesn't adjust either.
Nothing major. But they got rid of the AI guy and didn't think about hiring another guy. So that right there, like, yo. Let me see. Country Boy said, as I said before, Fight Night devs told Poe and me personally that Fight Night Round 4 and Fight Night Champion offline had the largest player base. Exactly. That's what I be telling people. They always be trying to act like online has the bigger player base. You're talking about those them big games like Fallout and these, they're not sports games. They trying to lump sports games in with those. Nah, that's the wrong thing you're talking about. It's not sports games. Their offline base is bigger. I know people want it to be the online is bigger. No, people come home, they don't want to be online harassed by people, toxic. That's the main thing I hear people say. It's toxic.
And, you know what, too? I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you could make a comparison to this, but if we look at soccer games, I don't. What's the name of that game? There's that Rocket League soccer. What's it called? Rematch. Yeah. Rematch is it's purely online soccer game, but it doesn't even. But it's not real. It's not a sports sim at all. It's like it's basically using the same logic as playing Rocket. You ever played Rocket League?
Yeah.
Same idea. So it's all like you could bounce the ball off the walls and it could bounce back at you. It's like you're using a soccer ball and you're running on a pitch, but it's not following. It's not really soccer at the same time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's another niche. That's a niche.
No, but nah. But the thing is, my point was with the soccer was that the people rather play the FIFA or FC or the Konami games because you have an offline mode. That's a core. That's a core of any good sports game.
Yeah.
The fact that Rematch doesn't have that means it's like yo just get fed up of it, man. There's no fantasy to that.
And EA showed that they showed that the offline fan base, will because if they wouldn't have sold the game for the story mode, which is offline, that game would have really flopped. It flopped, but in our eyes, it didn't really flop.
Yo, you know what really hurt a lot of the fan bases from Madden to NHL when they got rid of the mode. They used to have a mode called GM connected mode, where everybody was a
Oh
GM and you're in
yeah,
a league. That
that was
was huge. Everybody
yeah,
up to this day, people cry for that because that is the ultimate online fantasy league with everybody, all your friends, everybody. You can
yeah,
add people up.
yeah, yeah,
And EA got rid of it, and it's simple, man. They got rid of it because if you have GM connected, which is basically for like it's basically everything's for free, we can't sell you hot, and we can't sell you mutt kind of thing, right?
yeah.
Or we can't sell you what's NBA 2K called their version, with the cards and all this kind of shit.
Yeah, I forget. I don't play. I
But
don't.
GM Connect is one of the greatest things, and EA is guilty of getting rid of that, man, for no damn good reason. Huge
Yeah,
fan base for that shit.
yeah, that's good. Lamont Davis said they boosted up the AI difficulty. I mean, difficulty system. I'm gonna say difficulty system on Undisputed. That's why AI is Terminator mode. Yeah, but the thing is, they boost up something. They made it more faster and stronger. It didn't have no context to what it was.
No, yeah, There's no strategy what the computer is doing.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
yeah. That
All it is at the end of the round, computer gets back full energy and comes and hits you again. That's all it
yeah.
is.
That don't
And
make
the
sense.
funny thing is the funny thing with that mode too is that the amount of punch you're hitting that when you play the game long enough, you're going to be hitting that. You're going to be landing endless punches on the CPU, even at undisputed. But the problem is you're going to get tired. Because you're not
Yeah,
getting back your stamina.
yeah,
That is the logic of undisputed. So basically, we don't want you to really box the computer. How are you going to beat the computer? You can't knock them out. So you're going to pot shot. How many times can you pot shot the computer and say, okay, I'm gonna pot shot it perfectly and save my stamina at this point? It's like you're not really playing the game anymore.
yeah. Because the thing is, it doesn't have adaptive AI.
There you
That's
go.
the problem. It
There you
adapts to
go.
what you do, and it has a more better strategy than you.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. That's what Westcon was talking about doing. I forget his name, Little Mac. He was talking about that's what he was going to add.
Did Truth Bound mention it? I can't remember yet. I have to go back again and see, but I don't know if he mentioned anything about the AI.
I don't remember him talking about AI either, because something like that. I think I would have remembered. If he did, it was very briefly. Let me see. Country Boy said, at least with Fight Night Champion, you could go in and change the licensed boxers' stats, styles, and attire. You could also change how aggressive they were. Yep. And how often they threw specific punches. I hope Undisputed lets players edit stats of licensed boxers. Not in this game. I think in the next one, yeah. Not in this one. Yeah, not in this game. Let me see.
So what
Lamont.
do you think's preventing boxing games for the last 20 years, 30 years that we haven't seen any adapt like did the I don't even think the Victorious Boxers had it. Nothing. I don't think any of them have adaptive AI.
Not structured the way that we, technology. I mean, I think what's called no, 2K was the first one that had that. Yeah, I
No, I mean
remember.
for their boxing game?
Oh, not boxing. No. I don't know. Did they? Because
I'm gonna
Beasley
have to go
said they
back and,
did,
and
but
see
I
it.
don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, for us, boxing, no, I don't see nobody have it. But what's come? I think I heard Boxing Fanatical because he was playing that series a lot. And I think he said the guy was coming back on him. I don't know if it was just, the game itself or did it have, adaptive AI? Because, the Chinese, sometimes they be having, the Asians be having such stuff before, as far as technology before America. So I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wouldn't even have to be modern day technology because the thing is, the 2K games, the 2K and the Madden games do it already. It's something.
Yeah,
It's just knowledge. I think, man. It's knowledge
exactly.
on how to implement that in a freaking game.
Yeah, because they were doing
You
it.
could the thing is you could, but you could use AI that help to aid you in the development, but it's some
Yeah,
kind of knowledge that these guys that we're not seeing in boxing games yet.
yeah, exactly. Because 2K had it so that if you play a certain style, and let's say your team, like I forgot how they put it, but if you play a certain style, when you're not playing the game will remember and the players will play that style when you're not even controlling them. I said, yo, that was for that time. And I think even this time, because nobody ain't really doing that for the AI to remember every move that you make. It's like
Watch
that could have
this.
been a trainer move.
Watch this. You know what's an example of I want to say, let's just say constructive adaptive AI. So if you think about Fight Night Champion story mode, there's when as you're going through the story mode, there'll be some fighters, and for the first 3 rounds, the fighter or you're gonna fight a certain way, and then the thing cues you. Okay, now the thing. Okay, then the coach says, okay, for round 5, say, okay, now I want you to do this. I want you to fight this way because the computer is doing this now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That was something. That was something that I noticed in the story mode with Fight Night Champion. But the
yeah,
thing is, but the thing is, at the same time, Fight Night Champ, the story mode is really it's really a enhanced tutorial mode when you think about it.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's staged. It's staged. So the best way they're staging it at this point. Stage adaptive AI.
Yeah. He said, PLO said the victorious boxer games all were built in old software. I mean hardware. Their their last true game was on the PSP. Yeah.
What is
But
that? Road to
Boxers Road.
no, boxer. Yeah, boxer. Okay.
Yeah. But they did a lot of things that would even it was catching eyes of EA developers. They did some things that like, yeah, we just gotta slow it down some. They said we're gonna keep some of the arcade factor in there, but we're gonna slow it down some. Because they were thinking about that wrap around. You know, when we was talking about how you gotta line back up with the person in front of you. They were talking about that too, because they was like they didn't like that the boxer like if you move at a certain way, you're facing his back or something like that. They didn't like that.
But, you know, it's a way to look at that whole idea. It's like people who wanted. It's like stick versus automatic. You know what I mean? How do you want to? It's like how do you want to drive? And the casual, okay, I want automatic because I want it the easiest possible. You know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you make people play the game, they'll just learn. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Look at look at UFC 5, man. I just started playing it like back in November, coming from playing only Undisputed for the last few years. I got overwhelmed. The amount of friggin' things I could do with the damn UFC controller.
Yeah.
Punches, moves, modifiers. It's like a lot. It's a high learning curve, man.
Yeah.
But I learned it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is with people. Even if we get the realistic boxing game that a lot of us want, I think it's gonna still be them voices that be like, no, it's too realistic. But you gotta learn it, just like people gotta learn fighting games.
A good tactic that EA did was that instead of what Undisputed is doing right now, they're really babying the game down. You know what I mean? Because maybe this casual voice is so loud, but in EA they don't do that. They'll still try to give it. They're still trying to give you sports sim at a certain level of difficulty. But on their end, what they'll do is, if you wanna be the best you can be and really play the game the fullest, use full stick control. You're using the full spectrum control everything. But if you have accessibility issue or you're just too young to play the game, we'll give you the options that you could use these kind of controller. You could use this control theme, that control theme, this control theme, right?
Yeah. Because I was
Technically, Undisputed has it, but they don't let you use it in online mode.
Yeah, that's crazy because their thing is they always talk about accessibility. That's one of the things that should have been in the boxing game, far as controller and stuff like that. And my thing, this was my biggest argument when people say whatever control scheme someone uses, they say that's cheating and stuff. That's like telling somebody when they come in the boxing ring that whatever style they use, it better be close to yours or how you're fighting. No, how they use the controller, that's on them. Like even with the buttons, like we used to always tell EA, the speed is a big speed difference. And then they start like adjusting it, but they didn't adjust it on purpose because they was trying to move people away from the buttons that altogether. But they know
talking about the
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Talking about the controllers. What's the I don't know if you saw some of that stuff. I've seen all the latest info on these Cronus Zen boxes. It's basically the Cronus Zen box.
Oh, okay.
So instead of you're basically you're not injecting you're not injecting the console or the computer with the whatever the hack is. You're just running it out of this box, so it's basically it doesn't break the system down, right? You're just running it off the USB wire, and it's feeding into the controller, the script. But the thing is, right now it seems like people are proud, man. I was surprised the amount of YouTube videos I'm seeing where people are promoting these Zen boxes to play NBA 2K, and they're also telling you, okay, go to this store to buy the scripts, go to that store to buy the scripts. And people are using this online, man. It's like a cheating culture I've never seen before, man. Like it's one thing when you have these Wii mods and or these hackers, but now you're using hardware. You're using these little hardware things to feed the controller now, man.
Yeah. I seen this YouTuber, he's a popular YouTuber called Hip Hop Gamer. He be promoting stuff like that. Cheats on stuff like you get extra health and all these crazy things.
But this is the thing, I don't understand why would you buy a video game so you could do that?
Yeah,
or is it something that back in the day, if we wanted to, they would give us the ability to, if we want to make a god?
Yeah,
it's basically God. It's a god complex.
God mode. Yeah. One thing is, if you're planning a game that's supposed to be fair, you shouldn't be trying to use stuff like that.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, what thrill do you get beating people when you
get annoying at some point?
It's and the thing too is it's not like you're doing it like in real life. Okay, you'll take PEDs, whatever, because there's a lot of money on the line.
Yeah,
kind of thing. That's why there could be a lot of money on. You need to think, but we're playing video games, man. That's like unless I'm missing, unless these guys are doing it because they're winning tournaments doing it, but I don't know. You can't do it in person, and so it doesn't make sense. I don't. But here's the thing, Undisputed, it's slowly having that problem as well. I'm starting to see. I could see it, man. But I've been looking for the scripts. I can't find a store right now that's showing Undisputed. But I think what's going on is I think a lot of the players are probably just programming it themselves, where it knows how to time the jab. And once you got that in a macro after, man, and you could just go, you're just spitting out the combinations with that because with the perfect timing, get all the counter windows.
Yeah. Let me see. PLO says some people just want to feel powerful and don't like challenges. I can't relate exactly. Now, in I know back in the days when I used to play some of my game, I used to create a character, make them powerful, and then I meet up with them, be like, all right, stuff like that. But no,
yeah,
not when you playing against other people. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, in the fantasy, you playing offline by yourself and stuff. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
what do you think the demographic is? For sure, there's going to be a high demographic of preteen and teenagers that are using these things. But what about like? Do you feel like people in their 20s will be they're using these things in 30s
Yeah,
and the 40s?
yeah, I
At
think
what
so.
point do you think they stop using it? At which age bracket?
I think it's a little bit in every age bracket. To be honest, I really do. Because some people just like certain things they want to just feel powerful in, or they want to have something extra. So yeah, I think it's a little bit in each. It's probably not as much as the younger groups, but in each group it's gonna be a couple. Yeah,
And what's funny too with 2K, when people are using it, they want to be all jump shooters, man. 3-point artists. Nobody wants to
yeah,
dunk.
yeah,
Nobody wants to dunk in you or nothing. I don't understand. Like
yeah.
everybody wants to. They just want to pop threes. Like what is that?
Or they make a tall guy that he can shoot from the 3-point line. Yo, that jump be
Well, yeah,
crazy.
so you could jump over you and hit the three kind of thing, right? But
Yeah.
why are guys making? Why are they making like power forwards and so people are just gonna come inside and just dunk on you?
Yeah. A lot of people just take the whole fun out of it because they like making everything overpowered.
But that would be more fun if you have a guy who is he's dunking on anybody and you
Yeah,
can't stop
that
him.
would be fun. That would be
That's
fun.
more vicious, man.
Yeah. Cause I remember back in the days I used to make that's why I'm a huge AI guy because of 2K. I used to make basketball player make him real powerful and he's slamming on everybody. Slam.
Yeah.
Make the AI play and he's slamming on slam. That's all I wanted them to do, just slam. Somebody dish you the ball, you slam. I got one guy, he got over 100 assists to this guy making all those slam dunks. John was crazy. My wife used to get mad at me before I go to work because I'd be up all night watching it like I'm actually watching a basketball game. Yeah, man. Dad, I thought we was gonna still conversate with Jay. Jay disappeared. Let me see.
Because you ain't asking them.
Yeah. Oren said it's a generational thing. My generation care more about the heezy pull up than a dunk. No, shoot, we had the best dunkers in my era. I would say I was mad at LeBron James because he didn't enter any slam dunk contests, but in the high school he was in all the slam dunk contests. Yeah, so I think it's not. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, is that? No, is that?
No, I was about to say in our era, we had the best dunkers.
But that's the thing. The game changed. The game. So yeah, then it's true that it is a generational thing because when you think about the reason why everybody wants to jump, everyone wants to have a jumper. Everyone's trying to emulate Steph Curry.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when it happened, man. When he came and he broke and he was they were winning the championship. At that time they were almost had the dynasty, and he was breaking the career, all the 3-point records going off.
Yeah.
He was just going crazy. They beat LeBron too. Everyone looks at that, man. But it was him. I would say specifically, Steph Curry's the reason why everyone wants to play like that now.
Yeah. But you got them Europeans that's like the power forwards, centers, they can shoot threes.
Well, actually, yeah. And then you have what's his name? Not Luka, but guy, he's taking over for the Lakers now. What's his name? He was playing for Dallas.
What's his name? Yeah, I'm saying
Donich.
Is it Donich?
But he's the star for the Lakers, man. But he's a volume shooter, man. He's really a volume shooter. But can pop a lot of threes too.
So I forget his name. He used to play on the
He was on Dallas, and they had that big trade. Nobody knows why they traded him.
Yeah, I heard about that. Oren said, "Yeah."
It was horrible.
Oren said, "Yeah." I'm saying We don't care about dunking. We care about the step back three. Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
that's all from
But
and
you know what
also
that is
specifically
too.
Steph Curry. He's one of the first guys we saw too that was taking it from such a distance.
Yeah.
Like he was taking them like we're talking about further than anybody and just hitting
Yeah.
them
And make it.
consistently.
Yeah. Because I remember LeBron James, he was like trying to get that like far as 3 points and stuff like that, but he couldn't play that style. They kept moving him around. Yeah, I don't see when people say LeBron James is
Luka,
oh yeah, Luca.
that's his name. Luka Doncic.
Let me see, Steph Curry, KD, and Harden.
Yeah, I forgot about KD. KD also he also he also did that as well. Hurry up. But that was the so that's a generational and also
Yeah,
to the rules cater to how they play as well.
yeah,
As
but
it's a softer league now because of that, so it allowed more shooting.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're not coming in there to get no physical contact and stuff like that. No, why get banged up in the inside? Shoot that from the outside.
If I look back, I'll have to research a bit, but I think a lot of the rules right now in the NBA are centered around Steph Curry's playing style.
Yeah, they always change it for a player. They start changing them. I'm like, yo,
But hey, but isn't that interesting? If the league is creating rules around a certain player to help to help his style of play, to help him excel. You know what that's like?
uh,
It's all these leagues, man. It's all the boxing leagues where you have these rules. You can't throw 30% of this punch. You have
yeah,
a quota on this punch. You
uh,
can't do this and that. It's the same idea. The creator of the league came up with the rules like that in order to cater to their style so they can stay relevant. That's all it is.
yeah. Cause I say, Dad, I could go to my son's house and probably play in the league and stuff like that. But I said, nah, man, too many rules. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I
It's
just
just
can't. I just can't stand having to when you have to upload the screenshots and all that kind of nonsense after, man.
they want you to upload screenshots.
Yeah, you have to take screenshots of the results, and then you have to send it for them to process after. That's how usually the leagues work.
So hold up. So when you're in a league and you're playing somebody, it's
Mhm.
your job to screenshot the results after the fight.
Well, that's the only way they're gonna do it. There's no data pipe. In the history of gaming, like let's just say all the EA game, nobody has ever had a data pipe that allowed third party. They allow third parties. Okay, we want to siphon the data so we could use it to we could have leagues. You know what I mean? It'll
Yeah.
never. I don't know if it'll never. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but that's what you got to do, man. But
Yeah,
here's
you
the
gotta
thing.
build that
It's
engine like
it
that.
but one thing I'll say, it's easier now versus like back when there was leagues for Fight Night Champion when it first came out.
Yeah.
In order to do those leagues, you have to go on a discussion board.
Yeah.
You have to go on a discussion board, and it's a thing with the Discord. It's a little bit quicker. It's a little bit more efficient. It's you know what I mean. It's like, okay, we can upload it quick and you're done.
Yeah.
It helps. I'd say it's easier now versus back in 2011 and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. But daggone. So what you think about we this far in well, we're not that far in the week, but do you think something's coming this week or next week?
For Undisputed?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, the reason I'm saying no is because is that stuff still in the Discord? The thing where Jay was
But
talking about the
yeah, yeah, let me
they
check.
haven't erased it yet?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's still there. Let me double check. You said is it still there? Yeah,
No, because I think it's a gag. That's what I'm saying. I think it's a it's what do you call it? Gaslighting us kind of thing, man. I feel that's what it
yeah,
is.
that's what I was. Cause it was funny.
Because
He came
because
in.
because
He came in.
yeah, because
What
of
we was talking about.
because of a few days ago he was talking. He's saying that Undisputed's coming, Undisputed's coming. Then why would you do that? Then that's what I'm saying. It feels like gaslighting shit, man.
Let me see.
But the thing is, if he's talking not in a positive light about Undisputed now and talking all that money and stuff, now I'm going to say there is no Undisputed 2. Because if you knew there's an Undisputed 2, you wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, because Beast was saying that it's not going to be on the Spirit Tour. He think they're going to stick to their guns about being a live service. But I said, nah. They said it's
This
going
game's
to be.
what they have. Well, they don't want to make any developmental changes to the game. So what else does it have to do? Unless their definition of a live service is that we're gonna suck you for as much DLC content.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
it's
would be
still there.
really bad, man.
It would. But they got to do something to keep money coming in. Because this game is not doing it. Yeah, this game is not doing it. What the heck? Yo, Norton Solo, he posting everything in the Discord. Dad, they letting all that happen. He doing Arc Raiders in the Discord. Let me see. What'd you say?
No, I don't know. Like it sounds like there's a culture change in the Discord, but I don't know.
It is because they posting stuff. I'm like, yo, why is he letting them post that?
But then you say there's a new person who's recently they got a new person to oversee it.
What, the Discord?
Yeah.
No, it's just that XO person, but I don't see them. That's the thing that's bugging me out about what's going on. What are they doing? XO not there. CB only come like for about 5 minutes in the morning. Jay Shep, he'll pop in. I'm like, what are they doing? Is they, it's like they just don't care no more. You don't even see the mods in here like that.
Yo, I just saw this. Did you see what Plo 617 mentioned? Gran Turismo 7 has an amazing AI called Sophie.
Oh yeah, I've read
First
that.
time I'm hearing about this.
That's what I was meant to ask you while I was reading it. Did you ever hear that?
No, first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, AI.
I haven't played Gran Turismo since I think since PS3 probably.
Wow. Yeah, I think I played about that time too.
Here we go. Oh, check this out. Let's see if the thing loads up. So a superhuman racing AI agent.
And it's built just for what's going. That's Little Mac was trying to do. He's trying to build the AI just for boxing. And I guess he was taking too long for them.
Say that again. What do you mean?
I think Little Mac was trying to build an AI just for boxing. And I guess he was taking too long for them and they got rid of him. That's crazy.
Who's Little Mac again? I can't remember.
He was one of the developers. He was the AI developer.
So I believe this is it. A superhuman racing AI agent. But when they say AI agent, let me see. Gran Turismo Sophie is a revolutionary superhuman racing AI agent that has mastered the highly realistic game of Gran Turismo Sport to race against and elevate the gaming experience of top Gran Turismo drivers. Gran Turismo Sophie is a result of a unique collaboration between Sony AI and a cutting-edge AI research organization Polyphony Digital PDI, the creative studio behind the world famous Gran Turismo games, and Sony Interactive. The three-way collaboration achieved a new breakthrough in AI technology, demonstrated AI. Blah, blah, blah. They're not a team. No. Technology, scientific. It's a scientific breakthrough. Learn more about the technology. Race together, race against. We'll talk about, but I don't understand what it's doing. I got to read more into this.
Yeah, because I know, like, it's a card game. What AI really is going to do in a card game? I guess your opponents.
Sophie.
You put AI Sophie.
Let me see if there's a wiki on it. Here we go. Okay, so the Sophie is an AI. Okay, now it's making sense to me. So Sophie is an AI opponent created in collaboration between Sony AI and Polyphony. It's trained in 3K areas: car control, tactics, and etiquette in order to create a realistic opponent. That's amazing, man.
Yeah. See, Steel City couldn't do that, huh? Let me see. PLO 617 said it's hard as heck to beat the Sophie AI. It's challenging, but doesn't feel cheap.
And you know what? Going back to our conversation of what kind of AI does Undisputed have? I was saying it's not really AI. It's just giving you more recovery. But this is it, man. This is like we're talking about adaptive AI. This is it.
Yeah.
This is here.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like what we need. Something like that. Let me see. Cheap AI racers have something called rubber band AI. That's the worst kind of AI for racers. Daggone PLO, you be all over the place, huh? You know about the racing cars and all that. Don't tell me you played them games that we was talking about yesterday, the niche games. What is that, handball?
Here we go. If we look at we have to think of video game AI in two different eras. Then we were talking about basketball eras. Same thing with, I guess, the video game. The AI that we currently have. So if we think about the old era of AI, it would be encompass a broad range of algorithms that do not necessarily involve machine learning. But on the other hand, the new generation AI is it's doing machine learning.
Yeah,
it's adaptive now, right? So like now that kind of puts in context the bullshit we have in I don't know. We're just using, that's what they're doing. We're not really using well, it's not adaptive AI, so that's why that's why the offline gameplay is not that good.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Or the replay. It's really replay value is down the drains.
Yeah, it is. It don't make no sense. It's like they really don't think when they're making this game. You want replay to mean something, which catch the casual fans. Some of the stuff that's realistic actually will bring the casual fans in more. But their thing is, no, we got to have spectacle over everything. That's not always what fans want. They're going by what they.
Look at what Plow was saying. You see, this is the thing. It's organic and it feels more organic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great thing to have. Hopefully, we have that in Unreal 2. I know a lot of people keep saying, "Man, stop talking about Undisputed 2."
We ain't getting that. Huh. I can guarantee Undisputed 2. No, you ain't gonna get that.
No.
If you were, you know why you're not gonna get that? Because they're not. Well, they're not thinking that way.
No, they're not. I'm still. If we're gonna have to get a graphical game, but the gameplay is garbage, if that's what they're shooting for.
If anything, maybe that was one of the reasons for if we study history and we study the Fight Night series and how it finally fell apart, it could be simply that it didn't have adapted AI. So so there's no replay value, or you don't feel like you accomplished anything when you beat the computer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Might have been simply as that, and that could be the demise of Undisputed as well eventually.
But the fans make it so hard on us, though. The fans make because they feel like why should we even worry? Fans gonna buy it anyway. When they make it seem like it's a dip, they gotta listen. But fans, hey, we going back. We can't help it. We got to go back. Like there's no other games out there to play.
Yeah, like if it ends up being this, no, actually no, we're not gonna have to wait. Once Truthbound comes out, it'll change everything. But I don't think we heard but definitely I'm gonna say definitely at this point in the development, we haven't heard any talk about adaptive AI. We'll have to go back in that video and see if he mentioned it, but I don't remember anything about that yet.
Yeah. But you think Truthbound gonna come out before Undisputed 2?
So when did you say Undisputed 2 hired those Unreal developers? Was that in 2023 or 2020? No, or 2024? Just as launch when they launched the game.
I think the beginning of last year or like in November of 2024.
November 2024? Okay, so 28. So it's gonna come out 20. It has to come out around 2027. The early you might hear a announcement, a release date announcement somewhere, maybe let's just say second quarter of 2027, and then it drops in 2028.
Yeah. What's up, Chief Ro? Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, we're friends on Twitter.
But see, that's the thing. I'm saying we're in 2026, so we're about 2 years away from it coming out. Then now,
I'm like my thing. I keep saying is, are they going to survive that long? That's the thing about it.
You know what else is going to be issue too? If they have to, if they're just porting the game, or they have to basically they're moving the game over to that Unreal. Are they are they going to be able to use the excuse that we didn't have basically they only had enough time to develop the game over, like basically they're just creating the same game over, but we didn't have enough time to now we're gonna put the nuances in it because that's gonna be Undisputed 3 and that's gonna be 4. If I don't know if they're gonna play that kind of game.
That sound like an excuse they could make. That sound like it because they could use the porting part. Because porting the game over a lot of times don't necessarily mean it's going to port over smoothly. And then we got to say, because I heard that Unreal Engine doesn't work that good on Steam.
Okay.
You ain't hear that?
One thing I'll tell you about, one thing I've seen with Unreal Engine, and another day I'll show something, but the thing is, it's not on the latest version of Unreal. If you go, I don't think it's on Steam, but I think on console, there's a volleyball game. It's the only volleyball game for this gen, and it's running on Unreal Engine, man. And it's disgusting because you're playing a volleyball game, and when you try to bump the ball, you ain't touching the ball half the time. But it's bumping.
Wow.
It's just like it's just like Undisputed when the punches don't, like you're hitting something but it didn't really hit. But that's that's Unreal Engine. You know what I mean? But here, let me tell you the name of that game and the year it came up because it's the only one out right now.
Yeah,
I think I think it was for PS4, and Spike Volleyball. Yeah, it's called Spike Volleyball. It came out for it's PS4, Xbox One, and Microsoft. 2019 it came out in.
Yeah, that's
let me see some with this game. Spike.
Hit the like button. Like, subscribe, and share. You know, when you watch this, like, subscribe, and share. I should have said in the beginning because some people don't go that far and they say, oh, this is a long video. No, I ain't going all the way in there.
Unreal Engine 4. So this game was released in 2019. and it was running in Unreal Engine 4. When did Unreal Engine 4? Because I know current Unreal Engine where we have, right? So definitely, if this game was developed on Unreal Engine 4, they would have had the same offline and online. They would have the same that the punches won't connect. I could say that based on this volleyball game on Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, but Unreal Engine now, I think it's about by the time that Undisputed come out, it'd be on Unreal Engine 5.6 or 6, I think.
Well, Unreal Engine 4 came out in what 2014. They still have what stable update 2021. Unreal Engine 5 came out in 2020. No, it was revealed. No, 2022. It was released in 2022.
Yeah, so another version supposed to be about to come out.
And here's the thing too. Unreal Engine 5 was revealed supporting all existing systems. It could run on all existing systems that could run on Unreal Engine 4, including PS5, Xbox Series X, and X and S. But I don't know. But yeah, this thing came out in 2022. So
yeah, let me see.
Oh wait a minute, 6 came out. Wait, nah, 6 didn't come out yet.
When it says it comes out 26, 27, I mean this year or next year.
Unreal. No official release date yet.
Oh.
It could be previews could come around 2 to 3 years, so around 2027, 2028.
Okay.
But these guys will be sleeping if they wait for Unreal 6. You're not going to see a boxing game again. It has to. They have to go with Unreal 5.
Yeah,
and then see if they can upgrade the engine after it.
Yeah. PLO saying the problem with creating adaptive AI for something like Undisputed is that the game needs to have deeper, realistic mechanics for the AI to manipulate, or else it'll be a waste. It would. We on the same page, man. We on the same page.
But when we say deeper and realistic mechanics, so it's more. It has to be way more in depth than what we're seeing.
Yeah, boxers
but
have to really have their styles. They have to have more like nuances of boxing in the game.
But the thing is it fair to say this? If we look at okay, wait. When we say we talking about deeper mechanics. Are we talking about which game has like how many punches you have? Or are we talking about we're talking what? We're talking now what?
When you say mechanics, styles, all that, everything that makes the boxer make the game look realistic to what boxing really is. That's what he's talking about with mechanics. Like if you're throwing certain punches, movements, all that, that's the mechanics. Head movement, you can do the different head movements and stuff. That's the mechanics.
But here's the thing: if Undisputed was to bring back the things they took out, like they took out the posting, they took out that, they took out the would it make a difference all the different kind of cutscenes, or that doesn't really that doesn't make a difference?
It doesn't make a difference, the cutscenes, but you need them because some people they like this stuff, their attention span.
So then, if for it to get more in depth, we have to have a pivot system. Then they gotta bring in the pivot system, and then that whole discussion we had about people not liking to recenter the character kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
the angle they don't want it. So then, but that's it. We got to move away from that. Then it has to be way more control. Then for the player has to have way more control of the character.
Yeah. And what a lot of people gonna say is, man, it ain't that many buttons. Yes, it is. It is. It really is.
Hey, if UFC 5 could do it,
exactly,
we could do a lot. And UFC 5, there's a lot. It's doing that for both. It has to be able to punch, kick, and grapple.
Mm.
So there's no excuse for Undisputed because we have to punch and clinch.
Yeah. Let me see. Yo, I'm trying to get y'all on here for so we can interview y'all. Get seeing a lot of these new people pop in here. Come on the show.
So wait. So the end result is that was that was a gag then in the Discord. And the final on that.
You saying that, or he told you, or
no, I'm just saying because we well.
Dad, I was wishing I could get him in. Jay, if you ghost listening, let me know if that's what it is.
Hey yo, tell him Jay, send Paul a DM. If you want me off, I'll come off and you could come on. I'm all for that, man. I want to hear. I want to hear the truth. For the sake of truth.
Yeah, my guy Remy, he trying to rip Jay. He said, "Yo, Jay, what's that social media stuff? Is not stuff that ninjas be having in their videos, like they'll the social media icons they're on and their names next to it."
What are you talking about?
Guess you talking about the leagues where they be having the little icons at the back of the name and stuff like that.
Or like their what do you call it, their avatars and stuff?
No, like Bloody Knuckle Street Boxer is BKSB. That's their like it's like a tag.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tag. I just for about a week I do all of them. I like switch out every week to let them know I support them. I should make one for my group, but I ain't paying for nothing. Let me see. I think we did 3 hours.
I think we did more than 3 hours. No, the first one we did 2, and this one we did over 3. I think we went almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah. So I think that's good enough for everybody. Unless anybody got something extra they want to add before we get off. Shout out to Chief Rowe for popping in. Shout out to Lamont Davis. Shout out to Oren. Shout out to PLO 617. Oh, shout out to Don D 205. I gotta always shout him out because he always look out for me on Instagram. Shout out to Don D. Shout out to the Whistlers Mafia. Shout out to everybody. And if you can, keep my nephew in your prayers, please. He's going through something. But yeah, until the next show. You got anything you want to say, AJ?
Yeah, well, based on this reoccurring theme we keep on talking about the this comeback logic. Well, based on today's episode, based on what we show, it just looks like people are just overly aggressive, and that's why they're getting flash KO'd. But what I'm hoping is that now that people post more of these things in the Reddit, and if I see it, because what I want to see is an example of somebody who is somebody who has a full stamina this time, because in this case we had 2 guys that had basically stamina in the 20s.
Yeah.
I want to see one where one boxer's stamina is, let's just say it's a 90, which is going to be impossible. Okay, hey, let's just say 80, and the other person's stamina is probably all the way down in the 20s, and see if that guy with the 80 stamina is the one that's going to get flash KO'd in the 6 and 7 in the 7 and 8 round.
Yeah, that's a good way to test that out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll see more stuff like that, because I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so that's it.
That's it, man.
All right, to the next show, y'all. Peace.
See ya.